welcome to my sewing room. I'm Tia and this is Dorset.Threads. So I'm back again, another week, and what have I been up to? I'm in a different spot in my room. I've had a little bit of a shuffle about, moved this unit along and moved this desk that I've got my overlocker cover stitch on behind me. I had this wall hanging up for quite a while and it was hidden behind this unit, so I think that now it's brightened up the room a little bit. Anyway, what am I wearing today? Let's get that out of the way. So inspired by Tamlyn's video, who is, as you all know, Sewn on the Tyne, about her recent make. She'd recently remade a Zoe top by Petite Stitchery, and it reminded me that I had the pattern, and not only did I have the pattern, I had previously made it. So in my endeavour to dig things out of my wardrobe to see whether I still like them, if they fit, if I want to remake them, I had a look and I dug out this one that I made last year. So this is my Zoe, and it's this lovely cosy French terry, and it's ideal, as you can see, for sort of using up some remnants or just highlighting if you had a print, and it gives you this unique V, and much more so here, this point. You do have to be precise, as Tamlyn says on her vlog, and focused on getting these just right, but it does create a really good look, I think. Let me just show you. So this is mine with the points there, and it comes down a point here and it's just straight on across the back. I've got this on with a new make, more about those later. But yeah, I'm really pleased with this. I think I might size down one for my next one because it is just a little bit voluminous. It's, you know, it's designed to be a bit oversized, but I think it's got a bit too much volume. I've probably, don't know if I've mucked about with the length as well. I'll have to check my notes, but I think yeah, I might size down for that one, but I'm really pleased with that. And yeah, thank you for Tamlyn for reminding me of the patterns I already had and the makes that were already in my wardrobe. So I've had a busy week, but it's mainly been things out of the sewing room. I had quite a family week. We've had the boys, the grandsons, multiple times this week. It's just the way things go sometimes. It's been fantastic watching them run about and play and be in nanny and granddad mode. So I have sort of dipped in and out of my sewing this week. So not quite as prolific as I might normally be, but that's fine. You get weeks like that. So this week I have made a couple of things. Well, a few things. First one was I had a remnant of the Urban Pastel viscose jersey that I had used for an Agnes, that's Tilly and Buttons long sleeve top, and I had a remnant and I thought I could squeeze a t-shirt out of that because such nice fabric and the colours are really nice. So I cut that out, I think last week, and I had it sat there and I knew that it wouldn't take much to run up. So yeah, so I just made the basic Tilly and the Buttons Tabitha with the neckband. The material's got plenty of stretch, so the neckband went in lovely, and I made it up with just grey Mariflex thread. I find the grey kind of goes with pretty much all colours, and so I stock up on that, and I pop a little label, me-made label that I thought would fit in quite well with the colour scheme, and yeah, I'm really pleased with that. I will pop it on, but it's just a basic t-shirt, and I'm really pleased that got these the remnant out of my little pile of fabrics that are my next projects to do, and got another t-shirt to pop on that's got a pop of colour that I really like. So that was sort of an easy one at the beginning of the week that I could just whiz up on the machine because I've made it so many times before, and I know kind of how to make it up without worrying too much about the steps and the instructions. Next thing on my list, as I detailed in my last vlog, was I wanted to make up some little pouches, so I decided to use this pattern. And again, another vlogger, Clare from Love Red Sews, has recently made those. So hers just look amazing, and it really encouraged me to decide that this is the ones I wanted to make. They're for my son and daughter because they're having a trip away in Japan soon. Oh, now I'm a bit dishevelled. I had to cut off there. We've got a visit from our littlest, from Bodhi, our grandson. So yeah, he's just arrived. All the diggers. Oh, the animals? All the animals. And what about the whale? Was he swimming? Yeah. But I've managed to pop back into the sewing room just to continue with my little chat here while he's occupied with some lunch. So where was I? So yeah, I decided to make the Plover the Plover Pouch set by Noodlehead with the patterns here. And I'd seen Clare from Love Red Sews, who, you know, I watch on YouTube, and definitely go and watch her channel. She's fantastic. Her makes were just really good. I really liked those. So yeah, I thought I need to get that cut out. I cut out one. I decided to go with the medium size. Clare had made the large, and they are quite large. So I thought I'll hedge my bets and I'll go for the medium size to get a good size for my son and daughter. So I cut one out. So as I said, this was the wave print, famous Japanese wave print, and yeah, it's obviously a mix of blues. It's got a little bit of gold in there, if you can see, and then the white as well for the crash of the waves. And I had a look and I found this one on the this Etsy shop that was selling this Japanese inspired fabrics. I used it this way up with the sort of the arcs going that way, and the fish are sort of non-directional, so I thought that would be good as a lining, and then I could have an option of zips and things. I also ordered this one because I thought this was quite relevant as well. It's tigers in sort of on waves, crashing through waves, and I thought that could be an option as well. So I just picked up 1/2 metre of each of these, and they came through super quick. I ordered, I think it must have come through the day after, 1 day later, 2 days later. Perfect. So I put the order in at the beginning of the week, and I had them midweek arrive. So I did cut out the lining from this one, and I should have enough to cut out another one if I want to go with the same lining. I'm not quite made my mind up yet whether to go for this one or the tiger one. I had bought zipper tape and silver zip pulls from Purple Stitches with the intention of using them with the wave fabric, because obviously it's a nice navy blue colour. But then when I saw the lining, I thought, well, actually I might use a bought zip rather than a continuous zip. So I decided to pop along to my local Hobbycraft and take a look there, because they do zips in lots of different colours. And although I can get zips online, I could literally just pop there, get it, and I've got it in my hand. I don't have to wait for delivery, because I think time is of the essence for this project. One, because they need them before they go, which is I think towards the end of November, and they need them ahead of time because I want to gift them so that they can actually, you know, put them in the suitcase and go. It's no good gifting them on the day as such. And it's also, I'm using them as my entry for a gift to November, which is run by Alison, that's So Like Dotty, on YouTube and Instagram. I'll pop her details down below. She's running this lovely challenge, and you know, produce something that is going to be a gift made in November, put the hashtag AGTN25, state where you're from, the UK or whatever, and yeah, it's just a really great challenge, and you can win some fabulous prizes. She's got sponsors for that, and yeah, so they will be my entry, so I will crack on with those. So by Thursday I had made a real effort to try and get the pouches made up. Friday morning I had a email from Beyond the Pink Door, Andrea, to say my advent calendar was ready for pickup, because I decided to do that rather than have it sent out to me, as she's only, you know, 30-40 minutes away down the road. So I thought, well, I'm going to go pick that up, because I didn't want to leave it another week to go and get that. So I did get quite a way through with the pouch, and then after I'd been over to Poundbury and had a chat with Andrea, I picked up my advent calendar and all the lovely things, met some lovely ladies in the shop who actually lived quite close. So we're definitely gonna meet up for coffee and shoot the breeze and chat about all things sewing and whatnot at a later date. But anyway, so then Friday I came back and I again cracked on with this, and this is how far I've got. So I made the medium size, which is this sort of size. It's not finished yet. You can tell, obviously, I need to do the snap fasteners on either end, but I think that's the last step to do. I'm just in the process of doing the top stitching around the top edge. Let me get a bit closer. I'm just in the process of doing the top stitching around the top edge. I did use the fishy fabric, as you can see. Put a lovely, oh, still got my pin in there. Put my little gold label I thought would go quite well. Inside, I've got the, it's hard to see, I've got the pouch, or rather the mesh pocket here. I had some of this mesh already in my stash. I'd bought some at, I think I bought it at the Farnborough Creative Craft Show, actually, from So Sweet Shop. Yeah, it's a Bianni mesh, and I thought I'm going to use that. I picked it up in a few different colours, but I didn't have any of the fold over elastic. So again, because I needed it pretty pronto, pretty quick, I just went on Amazon, and I actually put an order there and got some sent through. It just came through the next day. I thought it's sort of a minimal addition, but it's much needed, and I couldn't sort of continue without it. And this was the bag that came. So you've got sort of a selection of colours there. So I could use the lighter blue or something a bit more neutral. And each length, I think it's 1 metre of each length, but obviously it stretches. I've used some already for this one, and I just thought, yeah, that'll be really good. It's got the stretch and everything. So yeah, so I used that colour, the blue there, and then I used a blue closed end zip from Hobbycraft. I picked up a multitude of colours of just different colours of zips, so that I would have a choice when I came back to pop them in. I thought about doing the red because of the red fish, but actually I went with the blue in the end. So yeah, I'm really pleased with how this is going. I just got the, as I said, just got the top stitching, and then the little snaps to go on the outside. And yeah, when it's got items in it, it will keep its shape. And I followed the noodle head video tutorial rather than the actual instruction booklet. The only thing that I did discover that I could have done a little bit different, I think Claire had the same issue, is that when I made the pocket and then folded it up, the lining is the wrong way round. Now, a friend of mine was making one recently, and actually when she follows the instruction booklet, it does tell you to put it the opposite way around. But I think because I was following the tutorial, and again, she just says that, I can't remember the name of the lady, but the lady doing the tutorial says just ensure your direction, if you've got directional fabric, that it's the correct way around. I assumed that meant it had to be the right way around, but actually in retrospect it needs to be upside down, because then you're actually folding it back on itself, and obviously the bit that shows is going to then be the wrong way around if you do it that way. So yeah, so I'm really pleased with that. So I've nearly finished pouch 1. I've got another one to make. So yeah, I'm not sure whether to go with the same fishy fabric or make it with the tiger fabric, because although, you know, I want it to be the same with the fabric on the outside, maybe I'll use the tiger inserted for the lining, just to have a little bit of difference for my son and my daughter, and I'm sure they'll be glad of those, to pop them in the case to either use as wash bags or to put all their cables in, or whatever they want to use them for. But I just thought it'd be quite a sweet little gift. So just grabbed some more bits because I want to tell you what else I've been up to. So today's Sunday. Saturday was a social sewing day, and it's the one that I regularly go to in Wimborne, run by Carly, who is, you know, all things rooted fabrics, manufacturer, designer, and all of that jazz. And she's just a lovely, you know, lovely person to be around. And the social is just phenomenal. You go there, super friendly people. It's just full of laughter and chat. We have some 80s vibes going on. When you're sewing and you suddenly realise that everybody's singing along to It's Raining Men while they're like, stitching, it's a moment. You have to be there. But yeah, it's just great fun.
Oh, I didn't realise you were doing it then.
And I wanted a project to take, obviously, and I wanted something reasonably simple, or something that I'd made before, because I am totally guilty of, one, reading the instructions but not really reading them, sort of skimming them and not taking in the full, you know, steps, and therefore doing a mistake, or if there's anything that needs a bit of focus, I get distracted with all the chatting and laughing. And, you know, I end up with upside down pockets and whatnot. So I wanted to take something simple. And I thought the ideal thing would be something I've made before. So when I went away at the beginning of the month, that encompassed my birthday in that week as well. And I had a few emails come through from various places. And I had one from Guthrie Garney with a little discount for a birthday code. And I thought that's quite a sweet thing to do. So I had a look, and she had some lovely flannel fabrics on there. And one of them was this sky blue sky with the clouds on, the fluffy clouds. I'm hoping it's not directional. Do clouds have an up and down? Actually, I think it looks better that way, doesn't it? Anyway, so I ordered 1.5 meters, I think it was, of each, of flannel. I ordered this one and the other one, and I thought I'll cut that out and I can make a start sewing that up on Saturday. So the second fabric, the fabric that I made up, and as you had a quick flash of at the beginning, I'd finished. I'd gotten this burgundy bows. The only thing, when I ordered this, I obviously didn't consider the fact that bows do have a direction. So 1.5 meters was cutting it fine, because I actually couldn't do the usual, which is to flip a leg pattern upside down to be able to smush them into the fabric to get it cut out. But I did manage it just, I mean, it was literally, you know, bumped up, you know, the pattern pieces were bumped up together. But I did manage to cut it out. Had a few remnants there, which obviously I use for just checking my thread, my stitching and my overlocking. So yeah, I decided to make the bottoms from the Carolyn pyjamas that I'd recently made using the Think Pink brushed cotton that I made as a loungewear set, you know, pyjama come loungewear set. And I did mention that I was super pleased with them, but they did feel a little bit oversized. I'd used the pattern pieces from a previous make, and I just made those up, and I felt that I could have sized down. So that's what I decided to do with this project. So just let me show you a clip of me wearing them, and you can see that there is less volume than the previous pair, and I feel that this size fits me a little bit better. So yeah, I'm super pleased with those. As you can see, I did the pockets. I wasn't too worried about pattern matching. I just wanted to not be jarring as such. And to be honest, because of the, you know, I didn't have the forethought to think that it's all directional and whatnot. I kind of had to just use the pattern as is. They are going to be pyjama wear. I've got them on today just to show you, and obviously to lounge about till little guy turned up. We weren't expecting any visitors, but I managed to pretty much complete them at the social yesterday. I literally only had the waistband was to be flipped over and stitching the ditch around the waistband, leaving a gap, putting the elastic in, already sewn that together, and then just hemming. And I actually thought stitching in the ditch with like 20 minutes to go till the end of the social is not the one for me, because I just know I'm just going to go, you know, all over the place. Well, I'm still trying to catch up with friends before we'll go our separate ways. So I pinned them and then thought I will do that when I get back. And actually when I came back in the evening, I had my dinner, and then I just completed those so that I had them for today to wear, to show you. And yeah, I'm really pleased with those made up. So yeah, I'm pleased with what I've made at the social. I've had a few deliveries from orders that I've made, pre-orders, things I've ordered a month or so ago, and they sort of all started coming through, especially the more sort of festive things. I had my lovely advent calendar come through from Jazz and Wow. I obviously ordered that quite a while ago, and then Bex has sent them out, and that came. I went and picked up my advent calendar from Andrea, so that one's good to go. And she reminded me that one starts on the 13th because it's a 12-day calendar. So she reminded me of that. So remind you guys that if you've got that calendar, that's when that one begins. I am planning to do Vlogmas. How and what that will entail for me, I'm going to kind of go with the flow and see where that takes me. But I'm definitely going to share my advent calendars and just anything else I'm doing. I'm really not doing anything super exciting, but I will take you along the way. I've got a few calendars. I treat them as gifts to myself. People might say, you know, how many calendars is too many calendars, but I enjoy buying them for myself, their presents, and I just enjoy the whole act of opening them each day and just having a little treat, and that's how I treat them. So I have got multiple calendars. I will share them with you, so just bear that in mind. So while I was picking up the zips and some thread at Hobbycraft, I had a quick mooch about. They'd sent me an email, early access to Black Friday. I think if you're part of the Hobbycraft craft club, where you get a club card basically, and you get you will get vouchers for, you know, money off. When you make purchases, you get money off and things like that. Anyway, they sent me an email saying early access to some Black Friday deals, so I thought I'll have a look around while I was there. So I picked up this guy, and I know there's patterns out there to make things like this, and I might do that in the future, but for the here and now I just needed something that I could use. And it opens up like this, and you can pop all your bits in there. I've got needles and some bits there, and then I can put hot hemmer and my ham and my pressing cloth and things like that in there, and any other bits, you know, elastic and things that I want to take along, but it's secure in a case. And then the other thing I picked up was this yarn bag. So the idea is it's actually designed, if you're a knitter, you can pop your wool in there, and then you've got a hole in the top for the wool to come out, and obviously, you know, it can be sat there and you can knit away. But what I thought I could use it for is, I always take this little pot that originally came from Hobbycraft. Actually, it sits on one of the trolleys. I always take this and I pop all my tools inside. Oh, voila. So I'll have all my bits in there, and I like to have that on the side while I'm at a social and I can just grab everything. And I actually thought that this would fit perfectly in here. I've got my little bucket. It's my little thread bucket. And that fits in there perfectly, and the bucket as well. I've got a little hook on the side of my machine that I can put that on, so that I'm not swiping it on the floor, which is what I tend to do in my sewing room and then have a tidy up. But obviously you don't do that when you're not at home. So yeah, I could put that in there like that. And again, that's all enclosed, easy to take. Voila, I thought that was a really good job. So I actually bought those and I used them Saturday, and they worked perfectly, because if something's going to fall out of the caddy or be dropped or spilt, it's going to be me that does it. And I have done it in the past where I've had a, you know, a water bottle in the top and in my caddy, and then it's tipped over, and all the things. So now I can pop those in my big cowl bag that I always take with my project bag as well. And yeah, I've just got my trolley and my big cowl bag, and it all fits in. And then I couldn't resist this one. See this on the side? Now, I didn't need this. I didn't need it at all. I didn't need it. But this was half price. It's usually £21, which I wouldn't even think about getting, because I didn't need it. But at half price, I thought, wow, that's really nice. It's a lovely plush, and you've got this in here. And what I thought I might do is, this one might be ideal for having next to my new sewing machine on my desk, because at the moment I've got all the feet and attachments in just like a plastic container, sort of. Let me just show you. At the moment I've got all my feet and things in one of these, which is what I used to use, but I actually do use it for cross stitch, really, for putting all your cross stitch in. But things don't really fit, and it's kind of awkward, and it's not very pretty. So I basically cultivated a reason to buy this. Oh, why not? Treat yourself. So yeah, I thought that'd be quite cute on my my desktop, and obviously it can be closed. Keep all my bits in there, and my new machine obviously is staying here. It's not going to socials and things, so actually this would be ideal. And then the threads and things that I'm using for that project that I'm on can just be popped inside as well. So yeah, so I did treat myself. So take a look at the the things on there. I don't buy a vast amount from Hobbycraft, to be fair, but yeah, that was kind of a little gem that I found. Don't touch that. Good boy. Good boy. Is that my chair going round and round? Do you want to have a ride in the chair?
No.
No? Okay. Can I sit down?
Yeah.
Yeah? We're going to say what else has come. Oh, what's over there? Can you see Grandad?
Yeah.
Grandad out the window. He's fixing the car, isn't he? So look what else came. Look at all the fabric, Bodhi. Yeah. Nanny has lots of fabric, doesn't she? So, oh, sorry, it's rustling. So yeah, I had this delivery come from Wattle and Slate. Now, Wattle and Slate produce fantastic fabric, but it's generally on a pre-order, and then you have to wait, I want to say 12 weeks until it arrives, because they literally will make it to order.
Oh no.
You okay? What are you doing? What? Got no head?
Yeah.
The mannequin's got no head. Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm back in the room. Where were we? Oh yeah, so I had these fabrics delivered, and as I say, they're on a pre-order, so you do wait the 12 weeks or so. Actually, I knew I had them on order, but completely forgotten what I'd ordered as such. I must admit, I kind of got suckered in, because you know that once the pre-order is done, that's the lot. You know, you're not going to be able to go back at a later date and order them. So I decided to get just a selection of mainly unique canvases that I thought would be ideal for bags. I want to make some bags for my family, and I thought I wanted some unique prints to make them up. So I chose this one. I don't know what the names of them are. Hang on. Autumn Reflection Cotton Canvas. I think I got 1/2 metre. I just want to make a little crossbody bag or such thing with that, and it's just obviously got the woodland sort of autumnal vibes to it. Lovely colours in that one. And then I think this one's called Geo Cows, and I picked up 1 metre of this one. This is a cotton canvas. I think I picked up 1 metre of this one. It's folded, yeah, it's folded up, and it's sort of a very deep green grey with these fabulous cows on. And my idea is to make sort of a weekend bag. I was thinking of one of the noodle head bags. I've got this in mind for a weekend bag. Then I picked up this one because if you watch my vlogs, you will see that most of the colours that I pick up to wear are in this colour palette. Bizarrely, I can't wear orange. I don't wear orange, but this top that I've got on is the orange. I think it was remnants that I had from a make for someone else, and I rarely wear orange. So for autumnal makes, I tend to go down the route of sort of a green or a blue sort of colourways. But actually, this colourway, this is a cotton canvas, so again would make I saw a picture of a crossbody handbag made up in this, and I thought actually I wear all these colours, so this would match up really well with any of my makes that I've done in, you know, the navy blue or sort of the pinky colours, or the more tealy greens, or blue greens, a deep burgundy, there you can see, deep burgundy, which is very similar sort of colour to, you know, the colour palette that I've recently made, the crescent tote, behind the pink door crescent tote bag kit. And yeah, so I just thought I've got to grab that. So again, another cotton canvas. And then because I loved it so much and I thought I would wear all those colours, I then decided to get this one. And this is a cotton lycra. So it's got stretch in it. And the stripes, so where's the selvage? That's the selvage. There we go. Stripes going this way, but I actually thought it'd be quite a good one to play with the directional of the stripes, but if not, the actual colours are fantastic. This is definitely a bit of me. Yeah, I'd love that. So I think I got 1.5 meters I could make a long sleeve top out of, and yeah, I'm really pleased with that. I really love the colourways on that one. And then the next two are the same design. So what they tend to do is they have certain designs, and then you can get them in different base cloths, whether it's raincoat or, you know, French terry or cotton lycra or canvas. So I picked this design up in 2 base cloths. So I picked up a French terry. And the reason I got it in 2 base cloths is because I want to make something for myself, but it also suits itself really well to making something for the boys. you know, sort of Christmassy or even just autumn or wintry pyjamas. I mean, they're gonna have pyjamas come out their ears. I plan pyjamas for them all the time. But yeah, it's this sort of very wintry design with the snow and the stags and the trees. And I got the French terry, and I got, how much did I get? I only got a metre of this because I thought it's got plenty of colours in there that I could then add, you know, have sleeves in a complementary colour or whatnot. It would be really good. So something like this sort of design where you've got it cut in, where you've only got the design part of the way, or the Tilly and the Buttons Drew top. I'll put a picture in to show you, but basically that's got lots of choices for having a complementary piece here, or, you know, additional colours here, or at the shoulders or whatnot. I have made them in the past, so yeah, I thought that's ideal for sort of mixing it up and putting you know, a mint green or a grey or a deep blue or something with that. So I got a metre of that, and picked up another 1.5 meters of the cotton jersey. This would actually make a really nice long sleeve top, wouldn't it? So yeah, I've got 1.5 meters of that in the cotton lycra. It's really super soft. Really pleased with my little haul. Trying to abstain from ordering too much pre-order because I kind of get carried away because I want all of the things, because my fear is that I'm going to miss out. And then the second thing is that when it all turns up, I suddenly have an influx of lots of fabric to add to my stash, which is fantastic. But then I want to make things up. So yeah, I'm really pleased with all the items. But yeah, it was a nice surprise. I'm really pleased with all the items that got delivered. You know what it's like. You see a lovely fabric and you just feel the need, you have to have it. So on that note of all of the things that I've just shown you, yeah, I've got plenty of things to crack on with. I want to get the plover pouches finished for my kids. If I cut out the other cloud flannel pyjama bottoms, they will definitely be easy to just grab in between other makes. I did make a start at reading the advent calendar. Over to my cutting table. This part at the top, I've been following the instructions. It tells you to cut around the panel, so I've just kept this because it's the instructions. And then I've pressed and folded. You can see it better on this side, yeah. Pressed and folded to begin making the little folds for the pockets, you know, for the advents. Again, this is going to have a bit of a time scale on it because I need to be made up to hang up on the wall. So I've just made a start. I've pinned it all, and then I think the next part is to cut out the backing and the batting, which comes. So I've got a red backing that came with it, and this is the wadding. So you bought that as a kit. So I think that's the next thing to do. So I've got that on my cutting table. This is my box of things that need to be done next. So yeah, I've got those things cut out, will be cut out on the cutting table. But seeing as I pinned it, I didn't want to mess it all up or crease it. So yeah, that's definitely on the go, my job on the go. And yeah, I do actually want to make some more cozy makes. So my next probably port of call is actually looking to see what items I want to make up in regards to some cozy makes. I could really do with some skirts, trousers and cozy cardigan tops, you know, come coatigans. So yeah, watch this space. I always have a list a mile long of things to make. Oh, a bit close now, aren't I? Yeah, I always have a list of things that I want to make. Yeah, things sort of gravitate towards the top of the list, as we all do, as you see other things that inspire you, like you know, the plover pouches and things, and you know, things that you see and catch your eye, and also needs of your wardrobe. So on that note, I am going to leave it there. Oh, I'm a bit close. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there, and I will be back again at the end of the week. Hopefully I'll get a lot more sewing in. I haven't got such a busy week next week, so yeah, I should be able to crack on and spend some lovely time in my sewing room, and catch up with lots of YouTube videos as I'm sewing away. And I will see you guys next week. If any ideas or comments around the things that I've shown you, then definitely pop a comment down below and I will get back to you. And thank you for watching, and I will see you again next week. Bye.